Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am the Crypto Crow, and today I'm basically doing a video to try and spread the word about quite a few different social media platforms and video platforms and discussion platforms, because let's face it, when it comes to major news media today and big tech and social media, we're being silenced. We're being, down to the president himself. The president of the United States gets censored on these big tech platforms. And, realistically, guys, this is 1984. You know what I mean? And I've been going through the George Orwell book, 1984, and it's absolutely scary. And my hope is that people really start to open their eyes to what's happening on a large scale and start supporting some of these platforms that are either built in a decentralized manner, are they're not censored, they allow freedom of speech, something that so many men and women have died to protect, yet we continue losing it. It feels like almost on a daily basis as we're censored, demonetized, deplatformed, canceled, all of this cancel culture that has become a thing that, to be quite frank with you, I believe is a concentrated and like an orchestration of powers that create these new I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but they create these like programs that really like kind of brainwash people into thinking that doing XYZ to a particular individual is okay. Maybe not to somebody who's quote unquote good or better, but to this person, yeah, it's okay. It's not okay. Because as soon as we start allowing countries, governments, big tech platforms, social media, whatever, whoever, those with the power to actually control the voice of the public or even create one, the more we allow these companies that control, the more it will be used to control us all, not just the people we might think are bad. So on that note, I'm going to be showing you some platforms, some of which you can actually make money from by using. And the first one I'm going to start with is Somi. Somi.social. Somi.social is basically like a decentralized Facebook launched on the blockchain. And everything you do, you can make your posts, you build your communities, groups. It's still new, it's still growing, and they have a lot of stuff happening. This is a platform where, as you can see, I already have 136,000 of these bucks, and there's actual value here. And one of the cool things about Somi is the idea that if at some point I'm going to be able to use those Somi dollars, ultimately is what I like to call them, and I'm going to be able to have a vested interest in the advertising revenue that's generated both from the traffic on my page and others. And it's ultimately like a decentralized social media platform that empowers you to generate revenue and dictate what advertising is happening on your page, in your content, and the like. I have high hopes and expectations from Somi, and I really like everything they're doing. Now, this one isn't necessarily decentralized, but they're growing exponentially right now. This is Parlor, the world's town square. Now, there's primarily a political slant to the majority of the content found on Parlor, but it has been growing exponentially as a result of all of the censorship found on, let's just say, just about all the other centralized platforms that are growing beyond what I think any of these platforms probably should, at least with the oversight or whatever. Check out Parlor. You can download it directly from iOS, and I'm pretty sure Apple, so you might want to give that a look-see. Now, this is actually my Crypto Crow channel. This is ThetaTV. This is basically like YouTube, but still new, still growing. Some YouTubers, I'm not going to lie, you look at some of my videos, I've got 166 views, 97 views. I know guys like Chico Crypto, who he's been a part of the Theta platform for a long time. His videos do fantastic. I mean, he does better on Theta than a lot of YouTubers do on YouTube, to be quite honest. Not necessarily my favorite YouTuber on the interwebs, but he does do a really good job at generating his viewership on Theta. So it's possible, even though the user base is it's nowhere near that of YouTube yet. The thing of it is that this is all basically a decentralized platform. It's a peer-to-peer platform whereby as you're watching streams, you're actually contributing to the streams of other people. And by doing that, you generate these virtual currencies that can be used for a lot of different things. Okay. And this isn't about any particular platform, one or the other, but this is basically showing you there are people that make money actively just streaming on ThetaTV or just watching the streams on ThetaTV. It's going to grow. And the other big kicker is Theta's software is actually something that they're looking to license and provide to major companies that want to establish their bandwidth on a P2P basis. And so, yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. There's a lot of big plans. People are likely going to make a lot of money with ThetaTV over this bull market. Now, this is one that I've learned about recently called Mastodon. Again, it's not necessarily a decentralized platform, but it's a, free speech. They support free speech, free communities, free everything, speak your mind, all of that fun stuff. But the way it's set up is it's actually structured in a way that it's like thousands of different web-based communities within the platform are all kind of brought together into a central hub. And it's actually pretty brilliant. This has been around a while now, I'm pretty sure. I've never personally used it, but I like what they've done. They're touting over almost 4.5 million people on the platform. Here's the thing. All of these platforms, I believe, we're going to start seeing grow substantially over the coming year and a half, and then some, because the censorship everywhere is just going way out of control. And likely some of the censorship is likely going to start loosening up post-election. But the election is not over yet. And people I think just about everybody is getting tired of being told what we can see, what we can hear, what's going to make us mad, what's going to offend us, what's going to trigger Karen, whatever is going on. Let Karen get mad. Let Steve get mad. Let everybody get mad at whatever they're going to get mad at, but expose everybody to all viewpoints and perspectives. Let the people go out, and if they hear or see something crazy that doesn't sound like it might make sense or be potentially true, let them go fact check it with like other platforms that are more legitimate than what I'm seeing a lot of these other platforms actually use, because it doesn't make any sense. Manny Verse, a social network off the grid. For those of you that like taking things to the nth degree, you might want to check this out. This is MANYVER.SE. This is Manny Verse, another platform. You can get it on Google Play, F-Droid, and the App Store. And one that a lot of you guys know is Minds.com. Now, Minds.com ultimately has a system set up. This is basically a system where, when you post content, the more people that like it and that people can tip you. There's a lot of different ways. There are people earning a pretty decent revenue stream. I have an account. I'm Crypto Crow on Minds.com. I plan to get a little more active on there over time. But there's so many different platforms. And the problem is, and then real quick, the last one is Diaspora. Almost sounds like Neosporin, but it's Diaspora. It's diasporafoundation.org. Okay, and so check those out. I'm probably going to be putting links to everything in the description, and they're going to be at the top of the description of those links in this video. Listen, folks, I know that a lot of people don't take to a lot of these new decentralized platforms because there's not as big of an audience. But if everybody continues to think that way, there will never be an audience, and our voices will always be limited. Our voices will always be silenced. I am personally getting very, very worn out on the idea that I have to be super careful with sharing even so much as an opinion on some of these platforms, in fear that I will be penalized for speaking what I consider to be my personal truth. And I think it's time everybody stands up against these corporate regimes that are legitimately trying to run our lives any direction they see fit. Who is it? Who is the company, the corporation? Who are the decision makers at any of these big platforms that are deciding what is okay and what isn't okay for me to say or you to say? I don't like the way the platforms are being ran. I think it's time we start seeing some solid and strong competition, and it's only going to happen if these platforms start earning your support. Some of these platforms are much newer than others. Some of them are decentralized, fully built on blockchains. They don't necessarily run as quickly or smoothly as you might think, or feel. Like if I can click around Facebook, click, everything loads real quick. Everything is, it's had a long time to perfect itself. Some of these other platforms, SoMe is fantastic. Sometimes it runs a little slower than others. It's all on the blockchain. So some things take a little bit longer. There are a lot of servers, a lot of stuff involved. So you have to be patient. And over time, with your support, things are going to continue to grow and things are going to start getting better. And the thing of it is too, on platforms like SoMe and Minds.com and all these, a lot of them, ThetaTV, they have methods for you to generate a passive income stream just by being a part of the platform and being active. So the more active you are and the more engaging your content, or even just engaging other people's content, you can earn some extra money on the side that you can then invest into something in the crypto market and hopefully get 100x over the next year and a half. So until next time, guys, think about what you say, try to stay responsible. But let's stop the silencing of the entire planet for one side of the country. That didn't even make sense, but you get what I'm saying. I'm so brain fried, quite frankly. Everywhere I go, I'm just seeing all of this censorship. I'm seeing stuff happening with some of these trials with the presidential election. Major news media is not covering any of it. Check out Pennsylvania, folks. I'll see you guys next time. Crow your coins. I'll see you soon.